Well, in this video, you're going to be surprised how difficult it is right now, especially after speaking to many of my clients in US market, that is extremely difficult to find a short-term rental or Airbnb properties in the market itself. Now guys, if you are new to this channel, my name is Piers. I run GrowYourBnb.com. We've helped 1,400 properties all over the world, including now at the moment we're working in Dubai, UK, Spain and US market, and we are extremely grateful that all our clients trust us to build their brand and grow their BNB, right? So firstly, let's talk about difficulties in US market. So there's three things I really want to cover, and especially if you're new to US market, or even my UK clients are now looking to branch out. Either they want to go to US market, they want to go into Dubai market. There's loads of my UK client actually also investing in Dubai right now. But let's talk about three things right now, which is gonna allow it's a little bit difficult to kind of go through that right now, but you will understand when I explain you. So firstly, the competition, right? How difficult is the market right now with competition out there already? Which goes back to market due diligence, because a lot of people I find, especially clients that I've actually worked with or I am working with, the first thing I ask them, and that's throughout, is do you have a market analytic purely on your competition where you are? Have you run through a quick check on Airbnb around your properties and what are the people doing? And 90% of them don't. They will say to me, yes, I've done that, but there's no clear data to actually back it up. Now, one of the things we do in GrowYourBnb is when we onboard clients, my team would actually physically run a competition check for our clients, because for you to make money in those business and to look around your competition, you need to know who and what they're doing. So very important competition. Secondly, regaining the trust. Now, it's happened in the UK market, it's happening in the US market, and it's happening all over the world. With Airbnb host, over the last few years, you probably recognize that if you were doing a rent-to-rent arbitrage or rent-to-arbitrage, and you didn't own that property and obviously you were renting off the landlord, at some point 50% or more operators in that period had to have difficult conversation with their landlords, i.e. I can't afford to pay rent. Now that is what has landlords are worrying about now, working again with short-term rental providers. So regaining that trust, especially if you're a new operator, is going to be quite difficult, right? So I can tell you so many stories about this. Like recently I'm working with somebody in Birmingham, amazing people, amazing team, 2 people, but they were so finding difficult to get a unit, they had to go and find a property sourcer who actually got them the unit. Now, totally fine, I'm not against any property sourcing companies. However, I think the sourcing companies forget to do due diligence on the investors and then level of knowledge to operate their unit, i.e. do they understand how to make money from that unit? Because at the end of the day, there's people out there who goes, we've got this unit, it's going to make you that X amount of profit with 80% occupancy rate on this nightly rate. Great. That's what sources says. Is the investor capable of doing that is another story. And when it doesn't, that's when we come on board. GrowYourBnb has helped a lot of people in the last 2.5 years, saving loads of businesses. To be honest, if you go through my social media on Facebook, I've saved a lot of people. Go to our Google reviews, you'll see it. That is purely because we are extremely focused on getting bookings. It's easy to go and get property. It's hard to go and get quality bookings. And what we do is we effectively create a brand for your business. Now, this is where regaining that trust with the landlords is a lot difficult right now, especially in the US market as well as UK market. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is just finding space, right? Finding properties. Is there enough properties right now in your investment area or your potential investment area that you've done a market due diligence for to find a unit now? Because I work with enough people right now who's gone, Piers, I've been looking for God knows about 6 months for that unit in this location, couldn't find it, so I have to go and I got a unit in X location because I had to. Now, as an entrepreneur, as a business people, love about taking risks. You know, we should do that. We should go and find more properties, go and take actions. But you need to make sure that is the right property deal for you. Because if you're not finding that right property, then it goes back to the same challenge that we're talking about, is that difficulty around the market, right? Now, this is where I've got a great knowledge right now, because working with two sort of clientele with a different demographic, the UK market versus the US market. I'm understanding a lot more around vacation rental homes, where in the UK we don't have vacation rental homes. It is really like holiday lets in few locations around the UK, especially around very, very good summer months, which in the UK, believe it or not, we only have it for 3 months. But in US, also there's some areas in the world, it's all across, you know, as long as obviously what's happening around the world has stopped people traveling. If not, it's 12 months. And the market tail they work with is completely different. So I hope this kind of gives you an understanding of how and what challenges you're going to face when you're trying to secure your first unit, especially in 2022. Putting that in mind, again, another thing that you probably find a bit difficult around US market is the laws and the actual local forms, right? So the laws, so my clients at the moment are really going through some of the challenges right now, especially with their legals, purely because, again, licensings are coming in some part of US market, and that is strongly advised at the moment, which is why I talk about it a lot in the UK market, because at this moment in time in the UK, we do not have any licensing, which is great. Don't get me wrong, it's a very easy access to anyone who wants to start short-term rental business. But at the same time, when it does come and arrive, how are we going to deal with it? And how about the businesses that already exist? What effect is it going to make to the business? So yeah, it's something that, again, we'll probably talk in coming years when the actual law actually comes in place. Now, the last thing I always talk about is profit. Look, you are in this business to make profit, right? Now, the difficulty is people focus on nightly rates. The industry does not matter where, be UK, US, Dubai, Spain, every client I've worked with is driven on nightly rates. This is one thing I really want to change about the industry, is think profit. Because if you think profit, you forget your nightly rates, because it doesn't matter what nightly rates you charge, you're going to think about how much money and profit you're going to make. And that in an algorithm itself will allow to make a lot more money over the course of time. Yes, it is great that we focus on today, where it's great we focus on the next 3 months. I bet you today that there's, again, I work with extreme, like we're working with over 22 clients right now. None of them have a profit and loss tracker. That says a lot about where the market is heading. Yes, you can track it, but where the profit and loss tracker comes in, it's a 12-month projection. You need to understand where 2022 is going to go for you. You're going to have the highs, the lows of your business, and making sure that you understand that in a paper, and also be able to share that. You know, one of the recent video I've done is how to hire VA. Your VA need to understand that, because they need to have a clear projection on what return they need to make in the business. Are you dealing with the guests properly? You know, obviously reaching out to probably more clients or guests that you're probably gonna host. So again, profit is so important, and that's probably, again, one of the largest challenge in US market. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Piers, again, from GrowYourBnb.com. Listen, in this video, I'm gonna leave 2 free PDF guide down below, which at the moment we're uploading loads of free PDFs around Airbnb, around short-term rental business. We are actually looking to launch our short-term rental dictionary in the next 30 days. So what I'd love you to do is, if you want to get the first access and the subscription, please, there's a link down below. Please make sure you leave your name, your email, and my team will contact you today. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and I'll be back with another video soon.